So in my last video, I shared with you about that how did I make that choice that I should leave my full-time high-paying job after MBA from IIM Udaipur and that I should pursue my side hustle super heuristics full-time. I gave you a formula, I gave you a 3-part formula of what I used when I was evaluating that whether I should quit my job or not. Now in this particular video, what I will be speaking to you about is that how do you evaluate the financial aspect, how do you compare it, and I will give you broadly a heuristic, a thumb rule with which you might probably able to evaluate it for yourself. Hi, I am Darpan Saxena, an MBA graduate from IIM Udaipur, and let's get on with the video. So my story has been very simple and straightforward. That when I was an MBA aspirant, I had a very bad speech problem. I still have, I stammer. And for me to even qualify any MBA interview was a big problem. But somehow I was able to enter IIM Udaipur. And even when I'd enter IIM Udaipur, I was very frightened about the fact that how will I get a placement from there because I stammer so bad. But thanks to the side hustle which I built along with my MBA, which was my blog, Super Heuristics, I was able to grow my side hustle slowly to an extent that from my side hustle, I was able to get 3 job offers when my placement had not started. And beyond that, when I chose one of those offers and I started to work after my MBA in a job, I could leave my job and work on my startup, my side hustle full time. That is the story. And I had shared that for me, when I was making this choice that whether I should switch from my job to my side hustle or not, I used a very simple formula, and that was that all I had to do was I had to evaluate that how was I able to do in my job and in my entrepreneurship in terms of financially, socially, and emotionally. And from these 3 things, I was able to find out that yes, if I were to work on my blog full time, from which I had already started to earn, then I would do better financially, socially, and emotionally. And now for this particular interaction, what I want to stress upon is the financial aspect of it. That how do you really evaluate whether your choice of making a switch from your job to your side hustle is financially okay or not. Now, I would simply give you a heuristic, a thumb rule, which I used when I was planning to make this switch, when I was planning to hop on. My heuristic is this thing, that you should probably see it in 2 parts. That one, probably you are somebody who already has a side hustle from his or her MBA. A lot of MBA students who are in my community 5 steps ahead are already working on creating their side hustles. And hence, if you are somebody who already has a side hustle or probably has already even started to earn from it, if you've already started to earn from your side hustle, then a very simple thing which I would have evaluated had I been at your place is that is the income from my side hustle, is it at least 60% of the income from my job or not? And will it be able to cover 100% of my expenditures? So the simple equation, the simple thing which I would see would be that whether the income from my blog is at least 60% of the income from my job, and would the income from my blog or from my side hustle cover 100% of my expenditures. If this equation is true, then you could probably make a switch. You've got to completely understand this, that you cannot leave your job and work on your side hustle if the income from your side hustle is not sufficient enough for you to handle your entire expenditure. If you do something of that sort, that where your expenditure is higher than you're in for a downward spiral and there would be no stopping you from going downhill. So hence, that is not something which you should do. If you feel that your expenditures will not be able to get covered from the income which you are having from your side hustle, do not quit. Or if you feel that you will not be able to bring down your expenditures to a state where your expenditures can be covered by your side hustle, then you should not quit your job. So in my case, when I was planning to make this job, I knew that both of these things were true, that my income from my blog, my side hustle, was at least 60% of my job income, and that my entire expenditure would easily get covered from my blog's income. And I must inform you here is that I am not offering you a financial advice. This is something which I used for my own self, and it is not something which I am advising you. However, I am just sharing with you that what is it that I had evaluated my decision on, and probably from this you can make a choice for yourself that how would you evaluate that, what should be your evaluation criteria. So the first part was about that if you had already started to earn from your side hustle. Now I will be speaking to you about that if you've not yet even started your side hustle, or if you've not started to earn from it. Then for you to quit your job, if you really want to quit and if you really want to focus on your side hustle, my first advice is do not quit your job. Please build your side hustle along with your job. You can do it. You can find those number of hours where you can slowly build a project, a blog, which can eventually go on to help you switch entirely from your job. I would not advise you to quit. I would advise you to stick with your job and ensure that you start off your side hustle right now. Right now is probably when you need to start it off. And one way to start it off is to join my community, my courses called 5 Steps Ahead, in which I help MBA students build a side hustle of their own through the knowledge and skills which you are acquiring in your MBA, and how you could probably get some other outcomes from your MBA beyond your placements. That's what I help you with. So again, if you're somebody who is not started to earn from your side hustle yet, do not quit your job. Do not make that choice. However, probably if you're somebody who really wants to quit, then the only way you should quit, the only circumstance in which you should quit is that if in your bank account you have enough money which can cover up your expenditures for the next 18 to 24 months. So only if you have estimated that how much is your expenditure each month, and if you see that yes, your bank account has enough amount for you to survive for the next 18 to 24 months at least, only then you should make a switch. Because within those 18 to 24 months, surely through my community or through some other way, for sure you would find the ideas and the thoughts and the actual step-by-step ways from how you can start to earn from the knowledge and skills which you have acquired. You can start off a blog, you can create your own products, or you could simply be a freelancer or a consultant. You know, entrepreneurs around the world would want to work with bright MBA students from India. They really want to, and I am a good example of this, that while I build my startup, I also work as a freelancer, as a consultant to various startups and organizations around the world. Also, if you are a student who has a loan, who has a education loan, then that loan payments are also a part of your expenditures. So whenever you are calculating your expenditures, do also include your loan amount in it, and quit your job only and only and only if you have enough in your bank account for you to survive. This would have been the thought process which I would have used, which I in fact used when I made the choice to switch from my job and to start my side hustle and to work on my side hustle super heuristics full time. I'll see you in the next video, wherein I'll be sharing with you the third part and the final part of this series, wherein I will be explaining to you that, okay, if you've evaluated that you're somebody who can switch and focus on your side hustle, then what is my advice to you, that how you can earn from it and how you need to smartly build your revenue streams in a way that you will always be earning something, and a great amount for sure. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot and goodbye.